I love math, the way the path goes on the graph, power functions. Cause great discussion in the math class, shall put no textbook before the math class. Functions real radical and very graphical. That's the way it goes in the math class, some of the real bros.
Hey guys, let's go over quiz number 5, February 27th, 2025. This is version B. Given 2x plus 5, so remember you can always put that around parentheses, write the 0 that corresponds to each factor. So what we have here is a factor because I have the parentheses. My goal is just to get x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 5 and then divide by 2. You're going to get x equals negative 5 halves. So that would be E, none of the above. Okay, let's go ahead and try number 2. Given x equals 4, write the factor. So that's going to look like what we had in the previous problem. So let's move that 4 over. Okay, so I have x minus 4. That would be choice A. Okay, number 3, you'll notice if you count the terms, you have 2 terms, and then it's not a difference of squares, this is called the difference of cubes. So what you're gonna have to do is take the cube root of y to the third, and really that's just y. They're grouped, they can come out because there's 3 of them. So you just have y. The cube root of y to the third power is just y. Let's do the same thing over here. The cube root of 64 is 4 times 4 times 4. So that'll be 4 to the third power. This is your A, this is your B. And let's write out our formula. A, B, A squared, AB, B squared. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my SOAP. Same as this, so that would be minus. Opposite of that, of the given, is plus, and this will be always positive. Okay, now we're going to put them in there. So A's are for Y's. Your B values are 4. So you're going to have something like this. Let's clean that up. Okay. That one is going to be choice A. Now, I think I marked it wrong on a lot of your papers, so shout out to Luani period 4. I'm going to have to regrade your papers. Don't worry, because I've scanned it, so I'll change your scores by the end of this week. Question number 4, fill in the blank squares so that each row and each column contain all the digits 1 to 3. There should be no negatives, and you're only using the numbers 1, 2, and 3, and they can't not repeat in a row or a column. Okay, let's focus on this one. 2 numbers that add up to 4. Now you can't pick 2 and 2 because they repeat, so you can try 3 and 1. Let's try this yellow one over here. I need 3 numbers that add up to 5. Okay, a lot of times when you have these like L's, they're gonna have, it's okay that in a cage it repeats. Okay, so now if that's the situation, you might want to switch these. Okay, so this is bad because I realize, so I'm gonna go back and try something like 2, 2, 1, 2. See if that works. Okay, let's try this one over here now. That'll be 1 and 3, and that matches because we're missing those numbers. I'm missing a 2 up there, 3 up here, and then 3 minus 2 equals 1. So again, think of it as, well, there's no negative, so you're going this direction. 3 minus 2 equals that 1, okay? Let's go to the back side, factor completely. So factor means my answers are like that, right? So I have 3 terms, and then half of 4 is 2. So I can use my X in my box. This is my A, that's my B, and this is my C. Okay, a lot of students had struggle with this. A is 1, B is -1, C is -12. So A times C is going to be -12. My B value is -1. My 2 numbers are 4 and 3. This will have to be -4. Remember, they are splitting this term here. So that means -4x squared plus 3x squared gives us the -1x squared. We're going to put the A value in the top left, and the bottom right will be the C value. We need to think of things that multiply. So x squared times x squared equals x to the 4th. X squared times -4 equals -4x squared. X squared times, that would be 3, so that equals 3x squared, and then 3 times -4 gives you -12. So this is what I have so far. X squared plus 3. And let's keep the colors. X squared minus 4. Now, if you did your x's here and you pay attention, to make it a trinomial, you're going to have to add a 0x. It's missing a term, right? 2, 1, x to the 0. So this is my A, B, and C, so that'd be 3, B value 0. And there should be no 2 numbers that multiply to be that. So you just leave it like this. Okay, let's do the purple. Let's change my purple color to a bright one. Okay, so that would be -4, B value is 0, 2 and -2. So x plus 2, x minus 2. And this would be my answer. 3.5 points if you got x squared plus 3 and x squared minus 4. Because you could have factored that. Another common mistake was if you took this and then you set them equal to 0, that's bad. So I only gave you 3.75 because you were trying to solve, and this one actually says to factor. Okay? Number 6. I noticed that, does it have a GCF? They do not all have an X. So GCF, no. We're going to count the number of terms. Terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's put it in our box, and we're gonna make a Z. 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 32x, 48. Okay. Question is, am I going to put the 2 here on the top or on the left? If I do it the left, that's bad because I can't multiply to be -3. So I'm going to keep the 2 on top. Okay, so I need another x, and I'm going to put it on the left, right? Because 2x squared times 2x cubed, and I need that over here. So -3 times x squared will give me -3x squared. 2x times this, so I have to come up with that number, is negative 16. And then negative 3 times negative 16 is positive 48. So here's my answers. And this should be a red flag of you should add something there. And in that one, remember, it says to factor completely is you add the 0x, and your choice is going to be 4 and negative 4. So this will turn into x plus 4, x minus 4. Okay. If you got here, I think I've took off a half point. You shouldn't have not solved. You should clearly put it down here. So identifying 0 is the same thing as solving. Let's go ahead and solve these now. X plus 4 equals 0. So you have x equals negative 4. X equals 4. Add 3. Divide by 2. X equals 3/2. So those are my 3 real solutions. And I want to point out in my 3 reals that this number 3 actually comes back to that original problem with the 3 right there. Okay? Hopefully that was helpful. See you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, I love doing math. You love doing math. We love doing math. Let's all do math. 'Cause we love doing math.